It's our first YouTube video together.
First one.
As a couple, but today we are going to do something fun that we haven't ever done before. But we're going to go pick up a piece of furniture off of Facebook Marketplace.
It's like a little chest dresser thing, and we're going to go pick it up right now. 27 minutes away.
And then we're going to renovate it. We're going to flip it.
We're going to flip it, sell it. Obviously, this is the first time that we have ever flipped anything. So if you're a beginner like us and you have no clue what you're doing going into it, stay tuned. We're going to show you guys kind of like how beginners do it or whatever, because obviously we've never done it before. So super excited. Stay tuned for the rest of the video. And yeah, it should be a good one. So
bye. Hi guys.
what's going on, everybody? So we got our dresser here. We picked this thing up off of Facebook Marketplace for free. There's a lot of, I'll grab the camera and show you guys. There's a lot of different flaws with it. It's a pretty old dresser. We obviously got to sand it down and kind of do the whole process, but we're about to go to the store, pick up the essential pieces, but for free. We think that this was a really good option for us for our first dresser. So we're gonna go to the store and get like some sandpaper and some new hardware and just some things that we think that we're gonna need. And then we are gonna go clean it and start getting underway with the whole renovation process. So this is a beginner guide. Obviously this is our first time ever doing this. Just wanna see how it looks. I know we're both super excited, so.
Super excited.
Stay tuned to see what it looks like as we go through this journey. All right, so we just went to the store. We grabbed a lot of the stuff.
This is the paint color that we got.
You want to show it up closer?
Yeah.
So we chose like an olive-ish green kind of color for the whole coat of the top. We won't get into the hardware, but we also bought this.
Wood stain?
It's like a wood stain finish. This is the weathered oak version. We bought this because we're going on a budget. And obviously it's our first time, so we don't want to spend money on like the most insanely nice stuff. So this was like a can, like what, $13 or something like that. So pretty cheap, and it's the dude that worked there told us it was pretty good stuff.
Next we have the polyurethane.
Then we got the polyurethane. This will go on top of the after finish, basically, just to make sure that it stays like we got clear satin polyurethane, so that it's like a nice-ish color. But then the hardware, we won't get into this. Wait for the, you'll see.
Just some tape.
And
we just got like a bunch of other little supplies for the...
Then, yeah, we got obviously the hardware, which you'll see later in the video. We got more sanding pads. We got 220 grit. We also have 150 and 120 grit. We'll probably start with the 120 grit. And then just some other little things. Our total came out to only what, $116, $115?
Yeah, $115.
And I know that sounds like a lot, but we actually did get kind of the not cheaper stuff, but we try to not spend a lot of money, and a lot of this stuff you got to think we can reuse for different items if we do want to make more. So honestly, not too much money spent, and I think we're very happy with all the purchases that we got. So stay tuned. We're about to start sanding it. I'll put some footage of that in there, and then we'll get on to the second and next step. So yeah. Super exciting stuff. So Katie is
on wipe duty.
She's on wipe duty. I'm gonna take off all the hardware so that we can obviously multitask this and get to the sanding quicker. So we'll just fast forward through all this. I'm sure you probably don't want to watch us literally just wiping down and taking off some stuff. So anyway, this should be probably the most boring part, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. So all of the hardware has been now taken off. Katie's tired. So since all the hardware has now been taken off, we're gonna start sanding it. We're gonna use 120 grit to start and then move to 220 or 180, depending on how it looks, and then kind of start laying down our coats. So Katie needs to cheer up.
I'm just not feeling good.
She's not feeling good.
I lost a nail.
She lost a nail trying to turn on the sander. So you love that. But yeah, so sanding process is about to start. And then, yeah, keep going. All right, so we've made a lot of actually really good progress in a pretty short amount of time. If you look here right now at Katie, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
She is right now washing down the top, which we sanded. We also started kind of sanding the sides a little bit right there and right here. But we actually realized that the only piece that we're putting the, wood stain on?
Yes.
The only part that we're putting the wood stain on is going to be the top. And we obviously want to finish kind of quick, so what we're doing is we're only washing off the top piece so that we can then put the wood stain on there. And we don't really need to sand these parts because we're just going to paint over it and try to like refurbish it and make it look a little nicer using paint. So I know most people who do refurbished furniture are probably like, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be sanding it down. It's our first time. It's okay. We just want to paint this thing, put the stain on, and get it out there. So that's what we're going to be doing next, is cleaning this off, drying it up, and then putting what on, Katie?
The paint and the stain.
The wood stain and the paint. So also the hardware that we bought. You want to show the hardware?
Yeah, so we got this hardware because we liked the gold, and there's matching knobs for the doors, but we realized
It's like this
that
gold finish piece.
we should have measured.
We should have measured.
We should have measured.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake.
If you're doing it for your first time, make sure that you measure the sides of the pull-out cabinets, because of course they're too small. So we're not going to be able to use those, so we're going to have to...
We were going to put the original hardware back onto the furniture.
She's so short, I gotta...
We might... Stop it. We might do some spray painting or something.
I mean, we don't even know. We might try the old hardware and see, and if it looks good, we'll leave it. So
sometimes it's good to leave original touches.
Right, so anyway, we're done with the monologue. Wood stain is coming soon, and then after that, we move to the paint. So catch you guys in a little bit.
Update. So it's now time for paint. David is sectioning off the parts of the dresser that we're not gonna paint. So the top we're just gonna leave stained. Maybe we'll do another coat depending on how we feel.
We ended up doing, so we could have sanded a lot more if we're being completely honest, but
yeah, we could have.
The reason that we didn't is because we were only going to stain this part. So we did that, but we didn't obviously it's our first time. We didn't stain or sand this stuff a lot like we thought we should have. But after looking at it, it almost gives it like a rustic, kind of old vintagey look, which we think we might like. So I'm sectioning off the parts we're not going to paint, and then we're gonna see what it looks like after. So.
And I am on staple duty. So right now, I am working on. This was the backing of the furniture, and it was stapled in using all these old rusty staples. And now I'm just replacing those and taking those out.
So you're just taking these out, and then we're gonna leave a little staple gun, and we're gonna put back on for the back piece. So this is what it's looking like now. Paint coming soon. Also, we might, I don't know if I should tape off this bottom part, and then we stain that as well. I can't decide. But anyway, we're about to film some of the process, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying our first video. Katie, any little thoughts before we kind of let it run?
Yeah, I think we might end up doing the
She's
bottom
so short,
stain,
it's
too.
so hard to.
Aw.
Anyway, stay tuned, guys. Paint coming soon, and yeah. It's finally time to paint. This is the color that we went with. Katie's going to wash the big brush. I wish we would have bought two so that we both could, but I'm just going to work on the fine detail stuff as far as painting goes. And then after the painting process, we should be good to go. So stay tuned, and painting process is coming now.
Okay guys, so I came back in to get the camera because it's been charging, but I just wanted to give a little update. So David and I started painting. It literally looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna give them a little sneak peek. Do you wanna be in it? Watch out. Here it is.
Welcome home.
This is the color that we chose. It looks a little different on camera, but that's kind of the vibe that we're going for. So it'll have this this stained top, and then these
Finish on the front side of the cabinet.
Yeah. That's how they're looking.
We turned it off the camera for a minute because number one, I had to charge, and number two, we just kind of wanted to get to work. And progress is absolutely insane. It's day one still. I mean, we've done this in about.
Basically, like
We're getting close to the end. We have to put on a coat of what's it called poly something. Polyurethane on top. But besides that, after we paint.
After that is reattach the hardware
and we should be good to go. So, super exciting stuff. Today went by so quick, and it's been such a fun process. So, thank you guys for watching our first video. Obviously, it's not ending, but we appreciate everyone that has been watching. So, I'll give it over to Katie.
I think now we will try to maybe make a time lapse of the rest of the painting. What do you think about that?
That's fine.
I mean, we're basically already done, but I figure why not just a little bit towards the end. Okay, I'll set y'all up. Okay, babe, what you doing?
So, thank goodness my mom is an art teacher. So I got this metallic bright silver spray paint, and because you can see like what it looks like on it, this is a little bit of older kind of brassy color. We're just spray painting this. We think it would go better with the dresser. So we're just gonna spray these down, make them that nice silver color. Here's obviously what it looks like next to it. And once we spray this, we just let them dry. And then I really should be covering my face, but I'll be okay. And then we put those back on and we should be good, honestly.
Except for the polyurethane, we have to use it.
Except for the polyurethane.
Then after that, we'll have a new dresser. Bye.
7 hours later, this is what it has turned into. I'm laying here waiting for the little new, what are they called? Hardware pieces to dry. And I don't even know if you guys can see, but there's Katie's little short body. She is finishing all the second coating of paint before we put on the polyurethane. It has been an incredible day. I can't believe we did this in one day, honestly. Totally worth it. If you're thinking about doing this and you haven't done it yet, you're wrong. But yeah, super fun, super satisfying, and we'll have a ton of more pieces, and we're only gonna get better. This is our first one. There is a lot of things that we do wish we would have done different, that we'll kind of go through at the end and tell you guys about when we're showing you guys the after product. But for our first piece, I think we're super content. Hold on, can you agree with me on that? Are
Yes.
you even in it?
No, lean it down a
She's
little
so
bit.
small.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's definitely, I mean, like David said, some things that we would have done differently. You gotta come down, baby. But for the most part, I think it's an epic success.
Alright guys, peace out for now. We'll get back when everything is all set up, show you guys the after, and then kind of close it out. So thank you guys so much for watching and staying tuned on our first video.
Wait, if you...
Alright guys, quick little update here. It's getting dark, obviously. That's kind of what we're looking at now. We spray painted them, we're kind of putting on the hardware. Obviously we're gonna probably have to finish tomorrow morning, but thoughts? Katie doesn't really like the hardware, I don't think.
I don't know, it's something about the silver. I was just kind of trying.
I think the silver, personally, I think the silver looks great. I mean, it just matches the vibe very well, and I think once we stain this too, it's gonna look even better. So I think we're gonna get all that hardware on there, and then we might begin staining the polyurethane, but we will see. So stay tuned. We obviously have a little bit left to go, but it's looking pretty good so far.
Yep.
Alright guys, so the camera battery died, unfortunately. It's dark outside, so we set up a little light. Right now we have our one coat polyurethane, and we're just gonna go over it with this on the top coat. Everything else should dry and be good by the morning. After we put on this coat, we're gonna store it in the garage, check it out tomorrow morning, and honestly, we should be done with the project. So there's a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of like the last little step right here, so super exciting stuff.
Now let's get that action shot of the first coat. Nice, babe.
It's 9:30 now. Katie's getting mad at me. She's doing a good job though. Holding up a little light. That's what we do. Alright guys, so it is currently, what time is it right now?
11 o'clock on the dot.
It's currently 11 o'clock. We'll put on the screen right now some pictures of the final product of the chest entertainment unit dresser thing.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like now. It's super cool. I think that some things that going forward we'll definitely do differently is, number one, we need to be better equipped with sanding. We found out that with the sanding paper that we used, we had a lot of the right grits, but we didn't get some like the stick ones to put on the end of our electric sanding machines. But we had to, like, the reason that we didn't sand the whole thing and decided not to is because we didn't feel like we had the right stuff, and it just took forever. So
Especially in all of the little nooks and crannies, like the sanding machines that we had, it just wasn't gonna.
yes, because it was an older design of a unit, it had a lot of like pretty designs in it.
Intricate
Yes, but you couldn't get in those little details with the paper that we had.
Right.
You'd either burn your hands or the sanding machines wouldn't really fit there. So I think sanding is number one. Number two, I think that we definitely should measure hardware and things like that moving forward. Obviously, it's good that we learned, but I think that
we would have been able to use the hardware
yes,
today.
should we had actually measured the hardware, we would have probably been able to use it with ours. But actually, the spray paint, the silver metallic spray paint, ended up working out in our case for the hardware. So we basically just used the ones that came with it.
Yeah, which I
and
think
saved
I
some money.
kind of liked it more that way.
I liked it too.
But still.
And at the same time, we now have those gold hardware pieces for a
Yeah.
different piece. But that's number two. And I think besides that, honestly, like, just becoming more familiar with what all of this stuff is and how to use all of it. But it's a process, it's a journey. I think that we did really good for our first. And yeah, if you guys made it till the end, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be having a lot of new and different pieces, and maybe we'll even film some sort of different videos at some point. But
Also, I'm not sure if we mentioned it, but we got this dresser for free
for free.
on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
And we will let you guys know how much we end up selling it
Yes,
for.
if we'll put in the comments if by the time this video is out, it has sold or anything. We'll put that in the comments or in the description of the video or whatever. But we can also try and link some of the items that we used in the description. But other than that, comment, like, subscribe, hit that button. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching our first video. It's been David and Katie. This is real. Peace out, everybody.